Hello. Welcome to this presentation on career transition and changing industries. There are various steps that are needed to create a new career or shift into a job or market that is different than what your experience indicates. Often, when people are considering a job or career change, they are at their wits' end, possibly working too many hours or shift work that no longer meets their personal needs, be it low pay, poor benefits, feeling burnout, experiencing physical or mental health concerns, or simply they've had enough of their current job or industry. So that you make a decision that best meets your short term and long term needs, it's wise to create a plan. This plan that I will discuss in future slides includes taking a self assessment, performing research and creating a plan, outlining where you are right now and what you need to do in order to meet your goals, and developing new skills and or adding experience. Let's begin with self-assessment. There are three key questions to consider. What brings you joy? What are you good at? And what are your interests? Before going into any form of job search, it's important to take an analysis of what you really want. When you are ready to seek a new job or change careers, it can be easy to forget the essential parts of what you enjoy doing, what you know are just part of the everyday job, and what you really don't enjoy doing. Without assessing these issues in an honest and open manner, it could lead you to taking a job that in the end really doesn't give you what you want. It's just more of the same, but in a different position or industry. Think about what makes you jump out of bed in the morning. What do you dream about doing? What type of work environment or culture do you enjoy? Or what type allows you to thrive? Ask yourself, what are your values? And what do you expect from an employer to meet those values? What about your colleagues? Think through what this looks like. Team collaboration. What is your personality? Are you more introvert or extrovert? And how do you take in information and process the work? What is it that you really want? Higher pay, better benefits, flexibility with your schedule, advancement opportunities, better teamwork or collaboration, or is it something else? Without understanding what you want in your next career, you run the risk of either settling for something that won't meet your needs or setting your goals too high, which runs a risk of failure or disappointment. Do you want to supervise or lead others? While this often comes with a higher salary, it also comes with more hours, higher expectations, and an overall need to make difficult decisions, and you're no longer part of the group you used to belong to. Or do you want to work in a creative role or environment? And if so, think through what that really looks like. Are you good at and enjoy sales, for example? Perhaps instead of selling a product, a role in fundraising or development might be a good alternative path that will use your existing skills, but in a different way. Think about where you can leverage what you already know and do well, but in a new direction that you're passionate about. From there, take a look at the network you've created and start to ask questions. This isn't asking them to help you get a job. Rather, it's about asking for guidance and gaining insight. By reflecting on these questions, you will be able to make informed decisions regarding your career. You don't need to have all the answers right now. Your career is a journey that will see numerous shifts and changes as you grow. This initial assessment is something to do now, and again when you are considering your next role. Consider utilizing an assessment tool that can help identify what line of work, organizational role, and environment best fits your interests, personality, and goals. While there are many to choose from, the following are a few common ones to consider. The Myers-Briggs. This tool allows you to identify and gain some understanding around how you take in information and make decisions, the patterns of perception and judgment as seen in normal, healthy behavior. Strength Finders. This one discovers what you naturally do best. Learn how to develop your greatest talents into strengths and use your personalized results and reports to maximize your potential. And the Harrison Assessment. It can help you identify your career development issues and strengths and evaluate your suitability for a specific role through assessment of your behavioral competencies, work preferences, and enthusiasm. Use your favorite search engine, desired employer if you have one, or LinkedIn. Input your desired job title without a specific state and see what populates. Begin making notes on patterns of knowledge, skills, and abilities that are commonly requested in actual jobs that are posted. Review specific expectations to qualifications and expected responsibilities. Additionally, there are several online tools that will help you to identify career paths, compensation, job market, and the knowledge, skills, and abilities that are expected in specific careers. For example, ONET Assessment and Career One Stop, which are linked in the resources slide, are good resources for understanding different career paths and which ones best match your goals. Firsthand is another wonderful product to use, whether you are just graduating from college or several years into your career. Once you've created a list of knowledge, skills, and abilities, or KSAs, qualifications, expected experience, education, and so forth, now begin to review those against your resume. What do you bring to that desired job and find out what is missing? Do you need additional education? Is that a degree, a certificate, on-the-job training, a single course, or just a class, or learning a new software program? Experience. What exactly is the experience that you are lacking, and how can you gain that experience? For example, can you volunteer somewhere to build your skill set, which also allows you to build your network? Or could you take a part-time job, be it an in-person one or an online remote position? Lastly, examine your reality and take an honest assessment of what you can take on and create a timeline of what tasks need to be done and enlist your support system to help you. With any job search, be it in your existing field where you bring extensive experience and knowledge, or shifting to a new career, it takes time, and you may need to apply to many jobs before landing even the first interview. Perhaps you gain several first interviews but don't make it to the next step or even final interview stage. This is where patience and continued diligence comes in. One of the biggest hurdles in any search is that you don't know what your competition is and what KSAs they bring to the job. You may find that your experience, in fact, is a great match. You have strong referral or references to aid you, or you gained an interview and did really well. The challenge is that you may be one of 10 or even 3 top candidates, and the employer can only hire one of you. While most employers are not in a position to share information on your candidacy, building a small network that can share honest feedback may be very useful for gaining honest opinions on whether a job posting really does fit your background. They can also assist with mock interviewing to help prepare you. More often, timing is a strong factor for the job search. For example, just because you are ready to change jobs may not mean that available jobs are out there. Now that you've outlined what is expected in a new career, your current expertise, and your likes and dislikes, it's time to create a list of what is missing in your portfolio that will strengthen your candidacy for your new career. Skills. Compare the skills you already have and what is needed, and create a short list of what you need to work on. Experience. If you don't have direct experience, do you have indirect experience that can easily transfer into your new career path? Classes. Consider continuing education through a local K-12 school system or college, the Chamber of Commerce or Young Professional Network. Look at technology and what you may need to add. Same thing with language. Are there specific language skills necessary or required in your new career interest? And leadership skills. Once this has been identified, it's time to create an action plan and timeline of how and when you'll be able to accomplish your list. This can be done by creating SMART goals. With SMART goals, the first is setting a specific goal that you want to accomplish. Instead of, I need to go back to school, be more specific, such as, I need to take an advanced class on Tableau or Excel. Think about what needs to be accomplished, who's responsible for it, and what steps need to be taken to achieve it. Measurable. Create quantifiable goals and understand how you will know when you've met that goal. What data will you use to know if you've met your goal? Achievable. Is your goal or objective something that you can accomplish? Is it realistic? Relevant. Think about why you are setting each particular goal. And time-bound. What is a deadline or time frame to accomplish the goals? Lastly, you don't have to do this alone. Hiring a resume writer to help identify transferable skills and transform your resume may be a good next step, as would hiring a coach to help discover your strengths and interests and then align those to career paths that meet your goals. Whether you are seeking new opportunities in your current career or industry, or desire shifting to a new career that is very different from your existing experience, with 5 generations in the workplace, full remote to hybrid opportunities, to internal advancement initiatives, the importance and value of building your professional network cannot be stressed enough. Before entering the job search in general, let alone changing careers, creating a support system of connections that can aid in referrals, discovering hidden job markets, assisting with understanding industry needs, and so forth is critical. But this cannot be done solely as a means to get a job. People realize who are authentic in building relationships versus those only seeking immediate gratification. Building and sustaining relationships takes time. It is an investment that over the long run will pay off. Relationships don't just happen, they take time to cultivate, for trust to form, and to sustain. Waiting until you want something and then seeking out someone to help you normally doesn't work. Best first steps are to talk with people working in your desired interests and seek out mentors who can help guide you and field questions. Again, this is not someone that can get you a job, but more someone that offers support and guidance as one working in a field or position that you want to be in. Consider using LinkedIn, professional associations, social media channels, friend introductions, reaching out to former colleagues and supervisors, volunteering in the desired industry, attending career fairs, joining meetups, reaching out to alumni groups, and joining Chamber of Commerce events, for example, joining a young professional group if possible. Many online resources, some free, exist for aiding in your search and career change. Some even have downloadable career guides and access to mentor opportunities. A few of those resources are listed on this career guide slide. In addition, here are direct links to the 3 assessments that were discussed previously. I hope you have found this presentation useful. Thank you.